Hello bros, it's Fulhovas here, back with another video. In this video, we are going to discuss about a cryptocurrency secret that nobody knows, but knowing this is actually the very key on becoming profitable cryptocurrency investors. So let's jump right in, okay? And this is going to be, I'm very interested about this video because we are going to touch fundamental points of what I have, for example, learned from Peter Lynch and very great investors. Yeah, basically my goal is to become very like profit, like basically very like a famous kind of like investor, and just kind of like a, yeah, that's kind of like a vibe. So I vision myself of being like a in a grades of like a Peter Lynch, or getting even just fraction of those guys' wealth would be immense. If you look at them, like they are like billionaires. If you get even like 1 to 10% of their wealth, I mean, you're pretty set, okay? Mm, so let's go. By the way, I just came back from gym and I'm drinking this like a protein shake. But anyway, so let's go. So the first thing that I want to state to you is that we are still very early with cryptocurrencies. Like, if you look at Ethereum, and if Ethereum was like the cryptocurrency that everything is going to be built on, like layer one, we wouldn't have these other Ethereum killers here. Okay, and if Ethereum was really the one, we would like it would be already like we would be living in a different world. But the reason we are still in kind of like this weird space where innovation is are happening all the time, but at the same time, big players are only buying Bitcoin, and not even all of the big players, just some like MicroStrategy and these guys and El Salvador. But for example, El Salvador, who bought Bitcoin, they don't have like their finances are in ruin. So their only option basically is to buy Bitcoin. So it makes sense for them. But for countries that are not in the ruin, it's like why would they buy Bitcoin right now? But anyway, so I just want to say that because now I'm going to get to the nitty gritty of this whole talk. So what this means basically is that institutional, everything basically the DeFi and all this stuff are not built on Ethereum. Basically everything DeFi projects that are built on Ethereum are copies of the traditional finance structure that is right now, and there's like happening this kind of like Ethereum's code in itself is the smart contracts code is not it's very like there's a lot of like missing things. It's to be expected because it was the first one of its kind. What things about like MySpace, like Facebook destroyed MySpace. Anyway, if you think about that way, so there isn't like a there's a lot of things basically wrong with Ethereum, and you can see the gas fees. So it's not scalable. Ethereum is not scalable, and what they are, for example, doing right now, they are moving to proof of stake. But when it comes to proof of stakes, when big players come, like if there's a lot of money in DeFi and big players come, you can basically destroy and take control of proof of stake networks with a lot of money. Okay, basically you can do that. So proof of stake is not secure. It's not like it's scalable, but it's not as secure as proof of work. If you look at Bitcoin is very secure. It has been running. Okay, and if you think about like if there would be power outage, whole world would lose electricity for like 2 days. Proof of work, when the electricity comes back, proof of work will start mining. Everything's just mining again, and it will go back. It's just nothing happened. But with proof of stake, the whole validators are like apt, because if you they're like that's how validators basically work, and the validator knows with proof of work, proof of stake. Okay, so these things are not made for major players. Players like if you think about institutions that are going to put a lot of money in cryptocurrencies, they are not going to put in these like DeFi projects where there's bugs on the code of smart contracts written on Ethereum are very hard. They are very hard to do, and they are at like it's very like complicated to do, and for other people to understand it also. And if you think about the scalability solutions for Ethereum, like all these layer 2 solutions and Snark and ZK rolls and all this stuff, those solutions are going to take it even more complicated. And when it comes to financial infrastructure, it can't be complicated. The more, like for example, think about helicopters. Helicopters crash very often because there are so many moving parts. So if you have that many moving parts built on like financial infrastructure, it's not going. That's not going to work. It has to be very simple and way to do it. And if you look at cryptocurrency markets in general right now, Ethereum and Bitcoin is not doing that, and that's why there are these like these other like Ethereum killers. Okay, and we are moving away from that basically right now as we speak. We are moving away from like that kind of like mentality because the big players and regulation is coming. If you look at like Binance is getting regulated every like day by day. There's more regulation coming. Okay, and decentralized exchanges and all this stuff is going to get regulated, which is very bullish. I'm very bullish on cryptocurrencies, and this is the best thing ever. So I believe that next year regulation is going to heavily come, and what we're going to might be seeing is that we see this insane run up. Like if you look at the markets right now, it's very bullish. Everything is very bullish. So I believe that we will hit the new, like we will go like crazy. Like 100. If you look at like 120k Bitcoin, would definitely happen. I believe that it will happen. Either way, even though these are not that scalable, I think that we are still going to see crazy numbers in these. Okay, just because of the people like don't really know. Okay, and they have their own places. If you think about Ethereum, it has its pros and cons. But anyway, so this bull market, I believe it's going to take us very far. But I believe that we are definitely going to have this kind of like a crash, because it's always boom and bust cycle. Everything mountains come like go up and then they fall down. Okay, everything goes up and down. So that being said, even though like we are so like the people are like starting to use cryptocurrencies and companies start to use, the infrastructure is not scalable right now. So I believe that before we get to that like really scalable and really like robust system where cryptocurrencies are not going to go crypto is not going to go anywhere, but we are just we are focusing currently on the wrong things here. I believe like Dogecoin and this kind of stuff. When we go this hype cycle and we come down and we have the bear market, I believe that after that bear market, when we go up, we will never like basically like there's boom bust cycles always, but we will never like I think that the adoption will happen right here. Okay, that's what I believe. And it's going to take several years. The regulation in the next year, I believe 2022, is going to be massive. And think about after 2023 and 24, we are going to see massive changes. Massive changes. So I think that the biggest crypto secret here is that understanding that what is happening right now, this is nothing. This is the game hasn't even started this, because we are still struggling with layer 1. Okay, and yeah, if you're hoping for like Ethereum 2.0 to fix that problem, the solutions that are currently right now for these kind of problems are way beyond that kind of stuff. So I believe we are just in the midst of it, and I've been studying, like I said, I'm in the many videos I've been studying like last kind of crashes. I was there when last cryptocurrency mega crash happened, like from 2017 2018, and I believe that will happen. And what will happen is we are going to experience crazy euphoria here, like I mean insane euphoria. And when the euphoria is in its peak and everybody is saying we are only making money, that's when the crash will happen. It's going to be like boom. Okay, that's what I think. So what I'm, for example, doing is I'm thinking right now is I'm just going to basically still I'm buying cryptocurrencies, because I think that right now the fear there's fear in the markets. Like you can see that there was many red days. Now it's going back green, but it was just red, most of it. And we are by the way, we are just consolidating between these prices, which means that basically we have been doing this kind of stuff. And when we break out of this consolidation, I believe that we will get this kind of like a massive hype. last of the hype cycle, and then we will crash. That's what I believe. But I think that we are just so early still here that it's crazy. But I think that I'm going to definitely cash out. I don't know when the like the biggest euphoria spike is, but what I know is that everything that goes up must come down. So I'm not that naive that we just go here and we just stay there. Like, think about it. You definitely, this is what I learned in 2017. I'm going to make the mistake again. When I make the life-changing money here, I will just cash out, baby. And after that, maybe it goes up even more, but at some point it will crash. Okay. So that's what I want to share in this video. And yeah, I mean, this was just, kind of freestyle video. So it is what it is. But I think that the information that I showed you in this video is crazy. And a lot of people like, this is the best kept secret. Nobody like understands that where we are is still like very early, because we are still struggling with the layer one. If Ethereum would be the layer one solution that everybody like, the infrastructure is going to be built upon, people would like, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be talking about, there wouldn't be Moon Boys creating videos about Cardano and stuff. So yeah, that's just my thoughts there. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next videos. You can check out my by the way, I want to shield at the end of this video because obviously you have watched this video till the very end, so you understand what I'm saying here is that's very, very good. So you can check out my products here on the description. So Golden Ticket Crypto, these are the projects that are legit fire. Like, these projects are crazy undervalued, crazy good. And this is just how I'm still printing money every single day. This is crazy. It's crazy how much money I'm printing. And then there's the 100x crypto gems. These are the gems that I have found, like short term, very easy flips. And this is just like next level stuff, the golden ticket. And then there's the blue chip portfolio. This is like just no portfolio of cryptocurrencies that I believe that do very well in the mid to long term. Okay, also short term, kind of like, yeah, short term also. And then there's the free thing that you can watch. There's more secrets here. Okay, so definitely watch that. It's very good. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys, and see you in the next one.